Welcome to this week's YouTube. We're entitled it Testing Behaviors, and we did attempt to reunite Grizzer with Shadow, and we brought Grizzer to the gate, and you'll see this first clip here showing him kind of coming into the vestibule in Shadow's area, and we don't really have a neutral area, so we decided we wanted Shadow to be comfortable, so we thought we'd bring Grizzer in with Shadow. So you can see Grizzer showing pretty good appeasement, social behavior, submits and rolls over, socially engaging right at the fence, and that looked really good, really positive. But one thing that we did discover about Grizzer is definitely food possessive, and Grizzer, when he identifies caches, wants to guard them.
He's rolling something.
And wants to scent roll on them. And when he's scent rolling, we even see this in the exhibit pack when Aiden or Luna or Bolt are scent rolling, that all kind of gives them license to jump on each other and to get a little bit possessive. He managed to find a beaver hide. We thought we picked up almost everything, but out of the snow and out of the straw comes this beaver hide that's probably a month or so old, and that creates a little tension. You can see Grizzer doing a threat display. That's his right. That's not a issue of our rank. That's just an issue about food possession. And that's one thing that we kind of discovered, is Grizzer got pretty possessive. Now Shadow, he is able to manage the rank issue just fine. Shadow reverted to his following behavior, or shadowing as we like to call it, which is a active way of intimidating a lower ranking wolf by following them, and Shadow did a really great job of displaying that behavior, and you can see Shadow's following closely, Grizzer's head's down, but we couldn't seem to get past that cache food possession issue, and certainly that's something that we always have to be wary of. These wolves, even if we fed every day, we would have food that was cached. That's the nature of the beast, and that's how they function. So we obviously were watching that, had some concerns about it. Again, he continues to scent roll. I didn't get the video of it, but essentially towards the end of this clip, the beaver hide that he's scent rolling on, he just decides to eat it, and he ate it in about 15 seconds, and this was a pretty rank smelling beaver. But you can see the potential is there for tension. And the first parameter I said was that I am not going to continue this if I felt that Grizzer was physically affecting Shadow. You know, psychologically is one thing, and again, it's good stimulus for Shadow, but physically affecting Shadow. And in this clip, you can see the tension. Grizzer's on his back, Shadow's ears prick forward, standing over him. Grizzer springs up and does a lunge at him. Now again, Shadow took it in stride. You know, that wasn't a connection bite, that was a lunge bite, that was a threat display. But it clearly gave us a concern that we know, and we always knew, that Grizzer is 10, he's physically stronger. So we watched this for a little bit, and then we moved over to Grizzer's area, and that's where it became clear that we weren't going to be able to manage this very well. Grizzer was extremely possessive in his enclosure. So we compromised, and we said, you know what, Shadow's 14. I mean, I don't know how much time he has left. He certainly doesn't need the grief, but he really liked posturing over Grizzer. So we decided to do this. When I built this enclosure, all the gates kind of connect so that we can have a chute and move between enclosures. But if I have one side of the gate open, that allows Shadow to come out of his vestibule and approach Grizzer's fence line, and actually approach the staff there, and so he can kind of come and go as he pleases and interact with Grizzer as he chooses, and still have the safety of the fence. Now we'll only do this when wolf care staff are out, because obviously Grizzer can still get his feet through there, and we want to have this supervised. But Shadow has that opportunity, and you can see that kind of ears posture, ears prick up, and Grizzer obviously excited on the other side to interact, but always under the watchful eye of the wolf care staff. And so that's what we do, is Shadow during wolf care gets to come out, hang out, check out the vestibule, come up against the fence with Grizzer. Sometimes he greets him, sometimes he doesn't. He just seems to enjoy that freedom, and it really has perked up Shadow. He's standing proud. He's got his head in a sphinx rest. Pretty excited, especially when he got to follow Grizzer around, and then he at the gate gets to growl at him in his face. That's kind of fun. So that means they are alone. Shadow has his side, Grizzer has his side. So we'll continue to do something special. This is wood chips. Grizzer likes wood chips, and make sure that that is something that we do in order to maintain them separately and maintain their stimuli. So that's it for the testing behavior. Didn't work, but now we know. And on the other side, didn't do much, except got a little bit of howling. So I'll leave you with that, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.